we look at it very well, Nigerians living everywhere have got the right to protest, and what they are protesting about seems to be very, very justified. We can't have a government whereby killings are going on, clashes are going on, misunderstanding seems to be going on, and the government seems to be doing nothing about it. So if we in diasporas can actually come together and protest to fight for the injustice and help the helpless and voice out for the voiceless people, I think they deserve it.
Okay, tell us more about what they're clamoring for. There's a lot of back and forth conversations now as to ranching, cattle colony or not. What exactly are they saying about the matter?
Well, let's look at it from this very angle. They are clamoring about the insecurity in the country. They are clamoring about the lack of development about farming industry in the country. They are clamoring about the education in the country. They are clamoring about the government being out of touch to the Nigerian people in the country and even outside the country. So it's a whole lot of different things that they are all talking about. So it is not just about the herdsmen killing alone, but the real one that is actually bringing about the real protest is for the fact that the president of a country refused to go to where the disaster happened, where the real scene of crime happened, and he seems not to even be bothered about it, which is really, really touching. That at least if you call yourself a leader, you should be able to at least show some sign of sympathy and empathy that, look, we see what you guys are going through, we understand it, let us see how best we can actually put some olive oil to where it's burning, and at the same time, let us bring some of these perpetrators into justice. But we've not seen any of this happen. We've not seen any of these accused killers being, brought to book of justice. So it's a whole lot that is actually boiling down, and people are not happy presently with the present government in Nigeria. That is the simple fact.
The group also said that the Nigerian security agencies had been compromised. Do you believe that to be true?
Well, I'm not going to say they are being compromised, or what I would say is this: the security agencies or the security forces in Nigeria seems to be doing very little, but they need to do more, and they need to separate politics from the way they need to protect lives and property in the country. Saying that they are compromised issue is a different ballgame. I'm not going to say that, but what I'll say is this: they need to be more effective, and they need to listen more to the intelligence they're actually gathering, if they are really gathering effective intelligence to help and protect lives and property in the country.
Femi, would you expect any help, or intervention from the international community at this point that it appears the authorities are not listening to what the majority of the people affected clamoring for, and any word yet from authorities at the High Commission in the UK?
What I'm going to say is this: it's a very good question, but believe you me, they need the intervention of the diasporans. We don't need the international help from any foreign country at all. It is a domestic problem. It is an internal crisis, and I believe we have a way to solve it. It is now 2018. We're far away from the 90s or the 80s, whereby we allowed grazing just to be an open thing. We need to start looking into the development in our country, into how can we do our agricultural much more better that we can actually industrialize it. Look at it from this angle. We can't even export our own meat in our country. So it tells a lot. So we need to start looking and start thinking outside the box rather than looking into, oh, this is another crisis, let us call the international community to come around. No, it is our problem, and we know better how to solve it.
All right, Femi, in London, we've had several groups protest for whatever situation is going on in Nigeria, and then we usually have the pros and the ones for and the ones against. Now, how do we know that this group that protested on Monday are actually legitimate and were not paid to do so?
Well, I don't know where you're getting your story from. But all I'm going to say is this: these guys are legit. They are from different boroughs, from different all over UK, from Scotland, from Liverpool. They came all together just to fight for common justice. They are not just only the Yorubas and the Igbos. The Hausas are even among them. Just carry from this angle. They cannot even be advised that we want to come home again, because we ourselves, our lives are not safe. You want to go back to the village, you want to go back to your local community. How do you want to talk to them? Because it is a big problem now. The herdsmen, the sole herdsmen, seems to be interfering and invading all local areas, and we do not know if they are truly the herdsmen of the Axis, or the Fulanis, or the Igbos, or the Yorubas, or the Hausas. We don't know who is who until we start doing our proper investigation before we start looking into the solution. So right now, the people protesting in London over here, and they are mass in Nigeria.
And now talking about solutions, what would you say is the way forward, especially now that the government is talking about cattle colonies, and the majority of the people are saying no, that's not acceptable in a sovereign nation like Nigeria?
To my own personal view, colony shouldn't be the word we need to use. What I would say is this: we need to look into how we properly do our agriculture in such a way that there will be peace and lasting solution in the country. If the government is out of touch, if they don't know what to do, they should come to the diasporas. We have a solution. We have better ideas with all these solutions, all these problems, so that we come together and exist in one piece. That is all I'm going to say about that. Economy is not the answer in Nigeria. Okay.
Right. It's definitely a developing story that everyone is interested in seeing how things play out in the coming days and, of course, weeks. Femi Aratokun Ali, a security risk and crisis management analyst from the UK. Thank you very much again for your time with us on the News Hour.
Thank you so much.